time states as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Duke's offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Under fire. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing...
He lost one down the sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Gets it to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Here's the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Carr. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Find some fresh air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for them.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. He'll try to tack on one more. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The short hands, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air on second down. Spins away from the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Got it in the middle. It's Tyler. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Oh, the sweet feet. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Hurricanes will line it up on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Duke. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the move, it's Haynes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Going to swing it on second down. Rifles it down the middle. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he cruises his way to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's on target and complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And as he throws, picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They are up by 7 over Arizona. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Right down the middle. Found the seam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Give to the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The run to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 20. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Blue Devils are flying down the field. The give to the lone running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Miami, 45, Duke, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they'll try the right side. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Nestles it in at the 35. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Moore. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him. At the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give to the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 20. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Finds his tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Snowed under by the defense. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got his man out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one. The bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Oh, what a move to get room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously,